Hey guys, what is going on? And welcome back to another episode of Club and Country. It's episode number 42, and today we're returning with two crucial games with Brescia as we face Atletico Madrid in the second leg of our Champions League first knockout round, and Lazio away as we look to beat them for the first time in the save and keep pace with league leaders Rome. Before we get to the games though, shall Brescia be getting on off camera? And of course, in the last episode, you saw what was, in my opinion, the win of this series, the 4-1 victory over Atletico Madrid in the first leg to put at least one or two toes into the quarterfinals for Brescia. Although then again, Atletico has certainly got the quality to overcome that 3-goal deficit and the 0-0 draw at home to Napoli as well. Two games off camera, both in the Serie, and as you can see, both wins and two clean sheets on the bounce as well. First 3-0 away against Bologna, where the Claudios did it once again. They've been great for us this season. Franchi scoring the first 40 minutes in, and then two goals in 2 minutes from Claudio Picardi around the stroke of the hour mark, both coming from headers as well. He's only 5'9" CP14, but two goals from headers as he made it 2 and 3-0 in a very convincing victory. And following that, a bit of escape on the weekend against Cagliari at home. We won the game by 2-0, but my word, did we leave it late. Didn't get that many chances in the game, and then right towards the end of it, Matthias Zaccagni, who we barely see these days, popped up with a game winner off the bench with a minute to go in the match, and then this stoppage time, Franchi ensured the points were definitely in the bag, making it 2-0 with a lovely strike from range for his second goal in 2. So yeah, back-to-back wins for Brescia, and as you can see in the Serie A, we remain in the top 4, but still several points behind Roma. Right now, league leaders are 8 points clear of us and have the game in hand as well. I've said it, despite the fact it's 2 times in the last 4 games, it's their title to lose, and I still can't see anyone realistically catching up. All I care about is staying in the top 4, with 5 points clear of Inter in 4th and Juve in 5th, 6 clear of Atalanta in 6th as well. I can't see us getting caught by Napoli in 7th right now with 13 points being the gap. There are 13 games to go for them as they have the game in hand, but I think Europa League 5th or 6th is the lowest we'll fall to, and that'll do me fine. But staying in the top 4 is what I really want, because as I've said, there's a big difference between the Europa League and the Champions League. Again, falling into the Europa League was kind of what I predicted would be most likely this season, or possibly scraping Champions League football. I won't be too beaten up if it does happen, but in the top 4 for now, let's make sure we stay there. So yes, first of the 2 games today is indeed Atletico Madrid, and as you can see, we still are missing Sebastiano Esposito. Got injured in the first leg before we scored any goals. I can't believe we won the game 4-1 without him, but he's down with a sprain in the ligaments. I don't think I'll bring him back in today's episode, possibly against Lazio, but certainly not going to risk him tonight in Spain. And Parola is also down as well, out for today's game. It should be okay for the Lazio clash. Everyone else is fine, and this is our team. 4-1-2-3 Gegenpress, Ordero in goal, back 4 of Emerson, Sistana, Armini, and De Pauli, with the midfield trio being Storaro, Mergia, and Viviani. Salcedo and Picardi on the wings, and Claudio Franchi, man of the moment lately, is up top. On the bench, Mola, Papetti, Muro, Basoli, Zaccagni, Dalmonte, and Patagna as well. Concede no more than 2, and we are through. Forza Brescia. Still can't get over that win at Rigamonti. I really can't. I mean, like, if Esposito was on the pitch and scored 1 or 2 of the goals, then maybe you could say, well, there was always a chance when you got Sebastiano, one of the best strikers in the world, in your team. But the fact that he went down so early and how we bounced back from losing our talisman was to score 4 goals was extraordinary, and we were seconds away from keeping the score at 4-0, preventing the away goal, which in my opinion would have been enough for us. But we can cancel it out early, then I'll feel very confident. If Atletico get a goal in the first half an hour, then I'm going to start to feel a little bit nervous. And what a run this is by Caio Jorge, and his shot finds the bottom corner as well. And right on cue, Atletico have one of the 3 they need. He went coast to coast, that man, all the way, and I really felt as though right there Emerson should have just taken one for the team. Little bit lethargic in his slide tackle, skipped around him, did Caio Jorge, and a great finish into the bottom corner as well. Atletico take the early lead, and this is what I was concerned about. If you watch my Norwich save this year, you would know we threw a lot of games and ties away in the second leg despite leading in the first. It might well happen for the first time in this save as De Pauli shoots an All Black, makes a great save to turn it behind for a corner. I don't think we can sit on our lead over 2 legs. I think we need a goal tonight. If we scored 4 in Italy, there's no reason why we can't score 1 tonight in Spain. But Atletico Madrid have got the bit between their teeth to start this game off, and we have not got going here, as Sol has got acres of space down left-hand side. De Pauli was a little slow to come across there, and he's been beaten. Great recovery challenge, but the chance remains alive with Sistana coming out, and Caio Jorge probably should have scored his second of the game. Wake up, Brescia, haven't got going yet. So half-time, still down by a goal, but Atletico Madrid have got more than enough quality to score the 2 they need in the second half to make it through on the away goal ruling. I'm going to keep it calm in my half-time team talk. Keep it calm, because the boys are starting to panic a little bit, and say it's important now more than ever to keep completely focused. Make sure we see this tie out with the lead intact. Come on, Brescia. This is the problem with young teams, man. They often capitulate. I think we need a captain to come on in the second half and steady the ship a little bit. 38 minutes to go. We're still going through as things stand. Bacardi's just twisted his knee. Viviani's gone into the book. The players are losing their discipline a little bit. But whilst we're still losing the game, we are winning the tie. 20 minutes to go. I'm going to bring on Bissoli now for Viviani and play him as the deep line playmaker. And make no change to attacks, just keep things as they are right now. Keep things as they are. I feel like I've not had a chance in the second half until now from a corner, which is headed in on goal, but saved by Aldero. Plenty of time for them to get 2 more goals, but I think we'll be okay if we don't gift them chances. As Aldero sends it long and Salcedo controls. And there is a chance here for us for that long kick. Eddie on the move. Oh, yes! Franchi! What a signing! And that should send us through. Well, just about to make the change. Salcedo receives a long kick from Aldero, drives at the red and white shirts, slides through Franchi, and our number 21 in from Milan for 11 million. You know, I made the comparisons between him and Teddy Gray for those who watch my Norwich save. I said he's got a long way to go before he hits those heights, but you got to be honest here, for a debut season from the 19-year-old, couldn't have asked for much more. Brescia level things on the night. As things stand, we're going through. Atletico need 3 goals to force extra time, otherwise we're into the quarters. Well, that first leg result was incredible. The away goal they scored right towards the end did make me think things could change in the second leg if they get an early goal. They did, but we weathered the storm, and in the second half, we gave them a taste of their own medicine. That was a really good performance, but don't let it go to your heads. There's still a long way to go in the season. We still need to stay in the top 4, and there's a quarter-final tie to come as well. Keep it cool, lads. Keep it cool. Thankfully, Bakai's injury is just a twisted knee, so he will miss the Lazio game. Big blow there, 'cause he has been fantastic this year. In all the games he's played really this season, Bacardi has been superb. This is his best year in a Brescia shirt, so to lose him for a crucial clash on the weekend is big, but thankfully it's not a serious injury. But before the Lazio game, as you can see, we'll have the quarter-final and the semi-final draw as well. Yay! I'm never gonna accept that as a good thing. No, not in my opinion. You do 1 round by 1 round. You don't do 2 draws before 1 round's not been played. Anyway, draw to come next, and we'll see who we've got in the quarters, and then possibly, if we make it there, the semis as well. I just don't understand it. Like, I really don't. What do you gain from doing the draw before the previous round has been played? I don't understand it. I don't understand the appeal of that. The element of surprise is far greater than the predicted draw for the next round of market. Anyway, quarterfinal draw comes first. Then look at us, we are the minnows and then some. Bayern, Liverpool, Man City, Roma, Man United, Real Madrid, and Spurs as well. So we and Roma are representing Italy. Fitting with us being the top 2 teams in Italy right now. Will we have an all-Italian affair? Let's find out. First tie, and Brescia out of the hat straight away. And it's Manchester City in the quarterfinals. Okay. Alright, I think out of all these teams here, I know he lost to Spurs in the group stage back-to-back, but I think they or Roma would be who I would have preferred to have taken on. But it's Man City in the quarters. Okay, and Man City are top of the Premier League right now and have won it 3 of the past 4 seasons, and in total, if you count the seasons which happened in real life, 5 of the last 6. And they're 8 points clear and have a game in hand as well. Okay, I can't see us making it through to the semis, which means the draw for that is going to be kind of pointless. They've got Jesus still, Sterling still, Haaland, Frankie de Jong, Edison, De Bruyne, and Stones are there as well, and still very good despite coming towards their 30s. Yeah, can't see us getting through that, but you never know. Couldn't see us getting through Atletico, you never know. And as for the semis as well, if we do make it through, we will have Real Madrid or Spurs in the final 4, and of course that is incredibly unlikely. Man City in the quarters, bring them on. So moving into the Sunday game, just before we get there, Bologna are taking on Roma in the evening kickoff, and Bologna just beat them as well. I didn't feel the need to do an introduction. I thought Roma would win that one pretty comfortably, but instead Roma lose. So that means now they've spurned their game in hand and the gap remains at 8 points. Wow, okay, that was me thinking Champions League would do me fine, but if we can beat Lazio tomorrow afternoon, we'll cut the gap to 5, as they've only had 2 wins in their last 5. Roma finally, after an incredible season, are starting to feel the pressure. The question is, can we intensify it or will we fade away? Huge fixture in it for both teams. Us versus Lazio. Who's got more of a chance of catching Roma? We'll find out today. Forza Brescia, let's beat them for the first time. And Cagliari to beat Atalanta as well. So now we're also 6 points clear on the game in hand on there as well. Finally, teams are starting to do us favours. So second and final game, Lazio, the only team we haven't beaten in the Serie A. If there was ever a time to get our first win against them, it's today. We can cut the gap to 5 points. Roma will still have the game in hand, but what an opportunity we've just been given here by Bologna. So into the game, as you can see, Picardi is down after the injury on Wednesday night. And I'm going to keep Esposito out of the matchday squad as well. I'm not going to rush him back, man. I'm not going to rush him back. We're about to enter an international break. There's no fixtures for Italy, so chance for Esposito to rest and recover fully ahead of our next Serie A clash. So 4-1-2-3, one change to our lineup, and this will be our team. Mordero in goal. Back four remains the same. Emerson, Sistano, Armini, De Pauli, with Storaro, Viviani, Mergier once again through the middle. Salcedo on the left. Down Monte comes in on the right, who, by the way, I forgot to mention, has signed a new contract extension with Brescia. Happened during the season, was out of contract at the end of the season, but he's been really good since we switched to Gegenpress. Last year was phenomenal, 5 goals and 7 assists in 35 games, and this year, in limited minutes, has still been pretty good as well. So he's on the right hand side, and Franchi remains up top. On the bench, Mola, Parola, Boniface, Papetti, Iglio, Barbieri, De Sisto, Bissoli, Gavoni, Zaccagni, Borelli, and Patagna as well. Second and final game, what an opportunity. Lazio away, Forza Brescia. I fancy our chances today as well. I really do. But saying that, first time is going to fall to the host as well as it's whipped into the centre. And Locatelli's header sails just over Ordero's bar. I do anticipate goals in this game. I think both teams are going to score. But I think one team will outscore the other. And we will see a winner. I think neither team can afford to lose in the race for the title. Whoever loses will probably have to settle for top 4 football. But if we can win, we'll go 6 points clear of Lazio. And again, cut the gap on Roma to 5. That will be the closest the gap has been since the very early stages of the season. Come on. Okay, 30 seconds of the first half remaining, and a chance here for Brescia. Mergier, a lovely ball to Franchi, just inside the area, down the right, whips one in, and Salcedo heads it in, and Brescia take the lead. Brescia in front, right before the break, and there's a long way to go, a whole half to play, but this will send us 6 points clear of Lazio in third, but more importantly, cut the gap on Roma to 5. Mergier beats his man, pops it through to Franchi, whips it to the back stick, and this is what we need. With Esposito down, someone else needs to score the goals. If it's not Franchi, it's Eddie. Brescia in front. Right, okay. Getting nervous now, getting really nervous now. For the longest time I was like, it's Roma's title, no one's going to catch him, too many points there. But now, a chance to cut the gap to 5 and come from nowhere to cling on to our crown. Okay, so enough to the boys of the break, leave things as they are. Second half to begin, 45 minutes away from really upping the pressure. We are not going to give up our crown without a fight. We're going to give them everything we've got as we aim to cling on to our Serie A title. De Pauli to Viviani. Pop it out wide if you can, lads. Pop it out wide. Acres of space there for Emerson. Or De Pauli down the right. Either's fine. The wingbacks are so crucial to us. Find one of them and I guarantee we'll find a chance. Here is Emerson. Crossing it to Down Monte. And here is the chance as well. Nicola inside the area. Crosses. And Salcedo should have made it too. Carbon copied the chance he got in the first half. But this time couldn't keep it down. Missing Muro due to suspension as Strakosha makes a great save and Emerson is getting tired as well. We can play De Pauli on the left hand side and bring on Barbieri. I've got Iglio that's also accomplished in the role now as well, but even on a booking I'd rather keep is he 30 or 29 year old? 29 or 30 year old on the pitch. He's been so big for us this season. 28 minutes to go though. And Lazio, they need a goal. If they lose this game, their title chances die here at the Stadio Olimpico. Pellistieri, round to Stana, over the bar, still 1-0. 25 minutes to go. Storaro on the ball, finds the pad. If we get a second goal, I'm going to be feeling very confident indeed. Fabio with one man to beat. You know he can cross him. Oh, and Salcedo with his second of the game. This guy is such a streaky scorer, man. He goes stretches without getting a goal, and then out of nowhere, it explodes and scores several on the bounce. 2 of his biggest today, and we lead by 2. What a cross by De Pauli. Salcedo again with the header. Far corner. Brescia 2-0 up. He really is just that sort of player, man. You don't know what Salcedo you're going to get when he steps onto the field. I'm going to take off Emerson on the booking and getting tired, but with no Muru, and that's play someone out of position. Fabio can play right back, but it's not really where I want to play him. But I feel like I need to. Let's bring on Barbieri for the right-hand side. We'll swap De Pauli to the other side of the pitch. Leading by 2, 17 minutes to go. This will be our first win against Lazio in the save. And what a time to get it if we can hold on to it. Long way to go though. But what a run by Barbieri. Down the right hand side, just off the bench. Fantastic run. Oh, and Salcedo, the chances he's had today. All coming in the air. He should have had the hat-trick. Storaro, corner for Brescia, and a chance to wrap the points up. Be headed away, but straight back to Basoli, the captain off the bench. There's Mergier at the back stick, and a great block, but a rebound turned in. A good bit of fortune, but that won't distract us from the fact that we've been the far better team. 3-0 Brescia, it's over. And I've mentioned this so many times, and I'll say it again. Players scoring against one of their former clubs, it always seems to happen. Mergier gets a real helping hand for the goal, but he'll take it first of the season for a man that's had his injury problems this year, and it's over. If there was ever a time to get our first win against Lazio and beat the only team we hadn't beaten in the save, it was today. And we've done it with a resounding 3-0 scoreline. Roma, we're not giving up on this crown. We're coming for you. What a huge victory. I'm very happy with the result and the way you played. It is finally over. We have finally beaten Lazio for the first time, and what a way to go into the international break. Emerson has only got a tight 5, so we'll be okay once the break is over. Salcedo with 2, and Mergier with 1, and again, that cuts the gap on Roma to just 5 points. It's the closest we've been since the very, very early stages of the season. If you look at the season, after the first half, we were so many points behind. We were 14 points behind Roma that were undefeated as well. What a comeback for Brescia, but there's still a long way to go, and Roma is still in the driving seat. What would I rather win this season? The Champions League or the Serie A title? I think I'm being a little bit too ambitious believing we could win either, to be fair. But anyway, Roma aren't playing their game in hand until after the international break. So we'll just quickly process through the Sunday night fixtures with Napoli at home to Genoa and Parma versus Juventus as well. We'll see what happens in those games there. Napoli beat Genoa to try their best to keep the pressure on the teams in the Champions League and Europa League spots. And Juventus beat Parma, courtesy of Ronnie as well. So that'll do it then. There are 11 games to go in the Serie A. Roma have the game in hand, but we are not giving up in the race for the title. We're right back in it, and we are here to stay going into the final hurdle. But that will end this episode of Club and Country, guys. A big thank you for watching. We hope you have enjoyed. If you did, then please do drop a like. Much love to you. Have a fantastic day, and we got to do it, right? We got to do it. Next episode coming back with both legs. Let's do a triple header, baby. Man City, home and away. First leg of Rigamonti in the Challenge quarterfinal, and we'll do a tricky tie away at Udinese as we aim to stay in the Serie A title race as well. Have a great day, guys. Much love, and I'll see you for the next episode of Club and Country very soon.